Hi everyone. Sorry I got a little late. Thank you all for joining in. And today we're going to be discussing fear, which is a very deep rooted emotion in our society and something which we have been conditioned growing up with. And it is basically, it's a root cause of a lot of diseases. It's a root cause of anger, jealousy, pride, all these emotions which eventually lead to illness. So, this is something which I felt was very important, especially in these times, and that's why I wanted to discuss it and do a meditation on it, a healing meditation. So, I'll be invoking the healing blessings for all of you who are online, and I've tried to keep the meditation short. But if you feel at any point of time that you cannot do it any longer, or you're running out of time and you want to leave, so just do a closing invocation on your own. You can just thank God, your angels and guides, and say thank you for the healing, and then you can close the meditation after that. And but before that, I would just like to discuss a few things about fear, where it comes from, how we can deal with it in other ways. And one more thing, since I'm recording on two devices, it may look like I'm not looking at you because I'm trying to look at both the devices or somewhere in between. So, in case it feels that I'm spaced out, I'm not. I'm just trying to give attention to both the devices. So, yeah, where does fear come from? It comes basically from people's experiences. All the experiences that people have had in their life, they only choose to remember the negative ones, and they give more energy to the negative experiences, which builds fear in them, in their lineage, as well as in society. So people who focus a lot on इसके साथ बुरा हो गया, उसके साथ बुरा हो गया, like bad things are happening, to everybody, bad things are happening in the world, they have a lot of fear inside them. They will operate from a point of fear. So instead of focusing on the negative experiences, if you focus more on all the positive things that have happened in your life, say that you were in a negative situation but you got saved, or there was something that could have gone wrong but it went right. So focus more on that, because when you focus more on that, you realize that there is a higher power which is looking after you, which is there to protect you. And when you go by that perception, by that mindset, which is a fact, which is true, it is we who forget that we have somebody looking after us or looking over us. And so these are the things that also make us respond or react with fear. A lot of situations which can be tackled with peace and calm and grace, we end up shouting, screaming, or making a big issue out of it and making the situation worse than it was supposed to be. Because when you quieten your mind and you think back, you'll realize that it is actually fear that you're operating from. If any of you have ever seen babies, and I'm sure we all have, babies don't have any fear at all. You can throw them up in the air and they'll be so, they'll be happy and they'll be wanting to come, they know, they have that faith that somebody is going to hold on to them, somebody is going to catch them. So they don't operate from a point of fear. Because, and also if you notice, there is a lot of the thymus gland which controls our immunity, that only that is only strong till the till the age of 5 or 7 years in some children, and after that it starts atrophying. That is because till the age of 5 or 7, children don't know fear. I mean, it is something to think about. How come a gland which is supposed to help us, our immune system stay strong, it is supposed to, take care of us, of the external environment, of the diseases, the bacteria, viruses that we are exposed to. It just grows when we don't know fear. But as soon as fear starts, coming into the society, coming into our mind, we are taught, we are conditioned with fear since childhood. Like, I think every family says, if you don't do this, this will happen. If you don't do that, that will happen. The worst of all, if you don't eat your food, Buddha Baba will come and have it. So these are things that, they don't only build fear, but they build a lot of other negative emotions in children, in adults later on, because it gives the conditioning to the mind that if we don't do this, somebody else will come and do it, or if we don't do this, we'll lag behind. So that this thing starts building up in our mind that we are in some sort of a competition with the world or with people around us, which again builds fear. These are all very subtle forms of fear which we don't realize that we are operating from. The good thing, though, is that we can unlearn all these conditionings. We can condition our mind, our heart are two very powerful instruments that we have, and we can condition them to know that we are protected, we are safe. All of us are safe and protected. We have somebody watching over us. We don't come into the world alone. Whenever we come into the world, when the soul chooses to come to earth, it comes with its guides, with its angels, with the ancestors helping them. It comes with a lot of people, lot of invisible helpers who are there for them. I mean, I think each one of us has at least two invisible helpers, angels or guides or whoever you may want to call them. A lot of people I know, they look up to their ancestors for support whenever they don't know what they want to do. So I think this notion that we are alone here and we don't have any support, that is again a perception of the mind that we are taught. So like, what I'm trying to say is that fear has many disguises, and whatever emotion, whatever thought that you give attention to will become stronger in your life. A lot of people who have faced negative experiences, if they truly ask themselves, they know that at some point of time they are expecting that negative experience to happen because they have that fear in them. So they are expecting, they're building up the energy for that negative experience to happen. A lot of fear also comes from low self-esteem and judgment, lack of self-worth, thoughts such as, we are here to be punished by God, or nobody loves me or values me. These thoughts come from a conditioning of an inner pride or some sort of selfishness which is within us, which is something that we have to heal. And there is nothing wrong in accepting and acknowledging the fact that we have weaknesses. That is why we are here. That is why we have families and friends who we have to work out certain karmas with and certain understandings with. So a lot of people who judge you, don't get upset with them, or don't feel bad that they are judging you. Instead, try and have compassion for them, because most of the people who make judgments, who try to instill fear in you in some subtle way or the other, are suffering themselves from low self-esteem, from lack of self-worth, or some sort of fear in some disguise. The worst is, and I have to say this, the worst is when people compare children. Everyone is not born to become an engineer or a financial expert or one of these so-called great professions, because there are a lot of people who are born to bring happiness, joy with their music, art, dance, with a lot of other careers which actually help humanity to heal on a lot of levels. So one of my favorite quotes on this is that Everybody is a genius. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life thinking that it is stupid. So please do not judge people. Please have compassion and kindness for them. Please don't compare children because it just stunts their growth. It's not what they are doing right now in life that matters. What matters is at the end of their life, have they been good human beings? What kind of a heart do they have? Because at the end of the day, everything else will come crashing down. Only your heart, a good heart, can save you. And moreover, children are our future. So I think we need to teach them faith, love, instill faith in them that nothing wrong is going to happen. They are protected, they are safe. That's the thinking they will have. That's the attitude they will carry in life, and they will be better human beings. So I think one of the other important things in this period that has taught us is that we cannot compare professions, we cannot compare people, because some of the most valuable people at this point of time are people who take our garbage out, people who are driving trucks, getting our essential goods across borders, people who are doctors, nurses especially, because a lot of people think, oh, doctors are good, but nurses are, they are not that intelligent. But if there were no nurses, there would be nobody to actually look after the patients. They are the ones who do all the work. They are the ones who are there physically, giving their energy to the patient for the patient to recover. And I think basically we just have to realize that we are all equal in God's eyes. Some may have a better karma or a different purpose, and that is something that you yourself choose. So choose your thoughts carefully, choose your actions carefully, and I think I have given a long lecture now, so we'll just start with the meditation. I'm going to be invoking for healing for all the people on the call, and that's why I said in the beginning that if you feel that the meditation is going too long, you can just do a closing invocation, thank your guru, your angels, whoever you believe in, for the healing, and just you can go after that. And so all I need you to do is to stop whatever you are doing, just sit calmly, quietly, close your eyes. Try not to be disturbed. Close your eyes. Breathe into your body. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release all the fear. Inhale. Breathe in faith. Exhale. Release the fear. To the Divine Supreme Being, to my higher self and my guardian angels, I humbly invoke for divine love, grace, healing and protection, and help me in releasing these heavy, stuck emotions that are not serving me anymore. I thank you for this healing. Your breath is a very important factor in healing, so try and be aware of your breathing. If at any point of time you feel you need to exhale from the mouth, please do so. Just focus on where your breath is going. I will also be guiding you. So spine straight, relaxed, shoulders back. Relax your body. Relax your toes, your calves, your ankles, your thighs, your hips. Take a deep breath into your legs and release all the stuck energy. Exhale, relax. Relax your torso, your spine, your shoulders, your arms, Take a deep breath and relax your whole body. Relax your neck, your face, your eyes, your ears. Take a deep breath into your face, into your throat, shoulders, torso. Exhale. Relax. I'm going to be chanting 3 mantras. These 3 mantras they work on different chakras and they all invoke the blessings of the Creator. So visualize yourself sitting in a brilliant white light coming down from source through your body, entering each and every cell, releasing all blockages from your cells, from your organs, from your body, your mind and your soul. Just surrender yourself to the Creator. See yourself protected in this brilliant white flame. The energies are going through your body, around your body, which is your energetic field, your emotions, your thoughts. Keep your palms on your knees. Now focus on your heart chakra. Try and keep the inner gaze on the heart chakra throughout the meditation. Take a deep breath. Contact that divinity within you. Your true inner self. Your higher self, not your limited self. Take a deep breath. Connect to the divine within you. The one who is aware of its divinity. Each one of us has this divinity within us, physically as well as spiritually. Take a deep breath down to your spine, your lower abdomen. Intention is to disintegrate all blocks of fear. Exhale. Up towards the spine, the third eye, out of your crown. Surrender these fears to your higher self, to the Creator. Breathe into your heart, focus on your heart. I exist, therefore I am. I am divine. I have come here from the heart of God, and I am loved by Source. I may have forgotten the supreme truth, which is why I let my mind go into fear. Now as I breathe into my heart, I know that I am loved by the Creator. Be aware of this flame surrounding you. Let all your fears, your doubts, your anxiety go into this flame and disintegrate. I am now ready to reactivate this divine self and this divine power within me. And I release all the fears projected by the external world onto me. Now you can keep your palms on 2 inches below the navel, like this, 2 inches below the navel, one on top of the other. I now choose to release myself from all destructive fears and doubts. Take a deep breath into that area of your body and release. Be aware of where in your body you are holding the fear. It can be in your heart, it can be in your belly, it can be in your back. I just want you to go into your body and see where those knots, the stiffness, the pain, send love to that area. And take a deep breath into that area and exhale. I release the need for external validation of my feelings and choices. I release and let go of all external domination over me. The external fears, doubts, worries, judgment, they also lie within me. However, I now choose which one of these I want to give my attention and power to. As that which I give my energy to becomes stronger. When we let go of external expectations, we have less disappointments. I release all collective, unconscious fears of humanity from my aura, my home, and my surroundings. I release negative thoughts of doubt, fear, panic with ease and with love. I send these thoughts to the light for healing. I release and let go of all fears, old and new, mine and that are projected onto me. Take a deep breath. Feel your body becoming lighter with the exhalation. Inhale peace. Exhale fear. Be aware of the brilliant white light that you are sitting in. That's coming from the divine, which is your connection to the divine. I release any enslavement codes that may be hiding in my cellular subconscious memory from across all timelines. I release the fear of losing my job. I release the fear of not being wanted. I release the fear that I am not good enough. I release all of these from deep within me, and I recognize myself as a divine child worthy of all greatness. I want you to take a deep breath, be aware of your body, be aware of the parts of your body that are contracting, that are stiff. Release, let go. I am now aware when these thoughts come up, and I immediately surrender them to the light. I activate my own inner divinity to know that I am safe and protected. I choose peace over fear. Take a deep breath. Release all the fear. Now you can put your palms on your heart chakra, again like this, one on top of the other. I forgive all those who ever hurt me, and I forgive myself for hurting others. I forgive myself for blaming and punishing myself. I forgive my parents, my teachers, all other figures of authority for their fears and limitations that they may have cast upon me, knowingly or unknowingly. Take a deep breath, inhale, release, forgive everybody. Forgive yourself first. Forgive yourself for forgetting that you are a being of divine love, that you are a child of the Creator. Breathe into your heart. Be aware of the emotions that are coming up. Let them come up. And gently exhale them into this brilliant white light. Surrender them to the Creator. All the times that people told me to do things in this way or the other way, or something bad will happen, I release and let go of all those energies of fear and intimidation from deep within me. I release and let go of all negative experiences in my life, which were nothing but a manifestation of my fear. Since at that time I had forgotten my true nature, which is love. Again, breathe into your heart. Focus on the love that your heart generates for you, for others. Inhale love. Exhale your fears. I now change my perception of fighting the virus to observing it, understanding why it has come, and what changes it is bringing to society as a whole. Yes, I am aware of all the pain and suffering that it has caused, and I pray for God's blessings, strength, and healing to be with all those who are suffering. However, I choose to accept the blessings that this pandemic has brought to humanity and to Mother Earth as a whole. I choose to see only the good in this situation. I know the situation has blessings for me and my family. I choose to see the people who have healed themselves from this, and that sends a signal to my body that it has an innate ability to heal itself. All that my body needs is to heal the lies within me, the fear within me. My body's ability to heal lies within me. When I go out of my house now, I take that as a wonderful opportunity to go out with immense love in my heart, spreading love and light from my heart to all those around me. That not only builds my immunity, but it gives me an opportunity for service at an energetic level. Take a deep breath into your heart. Exhale. Feel yourself radiating pink light into your surroundings. Imagine yourself when you're going to do groceries or when you're going out for any reason. Breathe into your heart and exhale love to all those who are around you. We are all in this together, and everybody needs love. Not only will you be a beacon for love and light for the society, but you will also make your immunity strong, your heart chakra strong. I am willing to release the pattern in me that created these experiences. I am willing to change my perception from fear to faith. I release the need to blame anyone, including myself. We are all doing the best that we can. Whenever I feel fear about my children, my parents, my family, or for my own life, I pause and I ask where this fear is coming from. Is it mine or is it somebody else's? Become aware of this fear. Sit in silence. Go from your heart to your body. Drop down into your body at that time and see where the fear is sitting in your body. Take a deep breath. Exhale. When we become aware of our internal state, everything else externally works out beautifully. I just want you to be aware of your internal state right now. If you want, you can keep your palms back on your knees, but just keep your gaze at the heart center. Breathe into your heart and ask it to tell you what you need to release. I'm going to give a minute of silence, and I'm going to invoke for healing. I now reclaim my true divine self and I let go of all the deep conditioning of fear and negative thinking from all time and space. I reclaim my inner child. If you can remember yourself before you knew what fear was, think of that. Or think of a baby who was fearless. Let that child re-emerge. Let the innocence and the faith of that child come back to life. I revive the innocence and love within me. I am a happy and peaceful child of God. And I bring that child to life again, laughing, joyful and happy. I give it so much love that it can overcome any obstacle. And I apologize to this child for letting collective fear shrink its greatness. I am safe in my body. I am safe at work. I am safe at home. I am even safe when I am traveling. And even when I am meeting people who may be operating from fear, I send them love. I am safe in the universe, and all of life supports and loves me. It is safe for me to be myself, to express myself, and I am willing to change and be all that I truly am and was born to be. All of life supports me in my growth. Take a deep breath into your body. Exhale. See yourself as this child of God, full of faith, full of joy and happiness, knowing that you are protected. I now regain my true dignity and awareness. I choose to only give my energy to that which nourishes my body, mind and soul. Whenever there is doubt, I remember to turn into my energy and my connection with the divine. I now declare for myself that I am safe and secure. and I radiate love wherever I go. This shield of love around you. When you're radiating love, it becomes stronger. It becomes like a divine protection, and no harm can come to you. I am a loving and peaceful being, and I naturally deflect all energies which are not in harmony with peace and love. I recognize and honor my inner power to transmute fear and negativity that others project onto me. Every time I catch myself acting out of fear, I will go within to my divine self and know that I am safe and protected. We are all children of the Supreme Being, and we have been sent here with divine protection, which is given to us at all times. And all we have to do is ask for it. Ask and it shall be given. I have all the divine help and support that I need for my health, my finances, my family. Whatever I ask for is given. When I fear, I send thoughts of lack to the universe. Lack of good things, lack of faith. So I now release these thoughts of lack from deep within me. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy of the Creator. Know that whatever you need, whatever you want is given to you. And exhale all doubts, fears of lack. Release them. Surrender them to the Creator. Focus on your heart. Whatever you need for your material life will come to you when you learn how to operate from the heart. Now that we have worked on our fears, let's work on creating the world that we desire. The Creator sent us here with all material and spiritual things that we need for our life, for our growth, and for our protection. Breathe in and be grateful for the gift of life. Exhale gratitude to the universe for all the love and blessings in your life. When you inhale and exhale from the heart, something magical and beautiful is happening. Inhale love, exhale gratitude for having a good house, good friends, healthy family, fresh food to eat. Take a deep breath. Exhale gratitude for all these things in your life. For the air, for the earth, for the water and the sky, for the sun and the moon, for the trees, plants that nourish us, animals that provide for us and bring harmony in nature. Be grateful also for all the nature beings, the fairies, the angels, your invisible helpers that are always around you to help you in your daily life. Allow these invisible helpers to help you in your life. Be grateful for them. Be grateful for all the doctors, nurses, the research workers and scientists who are working round the clock to help humanity overcome this illness. Take a deep breath. Remember your divine nature, which is love, light and power. Exhale, release all fear. I now realize and recognize that I am a child of God and I am loved immensely. Feel that white light surrounding you, caressing and healing you deeply. Breathe in from your crown, breathe down your spine, down to Mother Earth. Feel your connection with the Divine, your connection to Mother Earth. Exhale, release, let go. Be grateful for this connection with Mother Earth, which is connected to you through your basic chakra, through your spine. Be grateful to your connection to Father Sky, which is connected to you through your crown chakra. Breathe in faith. Release all fear and doubt. Trust in this power of the Creator to keep you safe and protected. I now know that I have this divine power within me to go wherever I am in presence of fear or when such thoughts come up. I love and accept myself just the way I am. Anything in my field which is not of love, I sacrifice that to the Creator and transmute it into love. Because where there is love, there can be no fear, doubt, worry or illness. I love myself too much to frighten myself again. By changing my thoughts, I create peace. Peace replaces fear in my life, and love replaces hate in my life. I will enjoy my life to my last moment, and when it is time for me to make the transition, I will live in peace, harmony and joy for my eternal home. The home my soul longs for when its purpose is accomplished. Death is a natural and beautiful experience for the soul, even if my limited mind cannot understand that right now. I am powerful and I create the world that I want to live in with my thoughts and my feelings. I have the power not only to create that world for myself, but for all of humanity. I create a world where judgment, guilt, shame and criticism, anger and suffering are things of the past and are slowly fading away. I see the borders dissolving. I see myself in a job that I love to go to and that fulfills my purpose here on earth. Take a minute to visualize yourself living the life that you want. There is no disease, there is no pain and suffering. See all of that dissolving and disappearing from your life. See yourself where everybody is supporting you. Whatever you need comes to you. See yourself in the house that you want to live in. See your children the way that is best for them to be. See them happy, see them joyful, see them create their own life in a wonderful way. And have faith that whatever is happening has a higher purpose and it's all going to end well. See all of those who are suffering. Surround them with God's healing light and love. Ask the angels, archangels and their divine guides to help them heal. See them hale and hearty, walking out of hospitals. See the nurses and doctors getting some relief and rest. Let us now all bless the migrant workers who are trying to reach their homes. Bless the government with divine wisdom to to take them home with dignity and respect. They have been given food, clothing for themselves, their families. See people coming out and supporting them. Just spend a minute seeing them safe in their homes with their family in a dignified manner. Send them lots of blessings. We have activated our heart enough to send blessings to these people, to all those who are suffering. Together we can heal the world and create one where only peace and love reign. Armed with this knowledge and protection, I am now ready to walk in faith that I am divinely protected and blessed at all times, irrespective of what I have been made to believe by others and my own ego mind. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your body now. Be aware of how you were feeling in the beginning, how you are feeling now. If you still feel the need to release something, just take deep breaths, exhale from the mouth. You are powerful and you are important and you do count. So treasure yourself. All is well in our world, and so be it. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Whenever you're ready, you can come out of it. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for watching it. I know it became a little longer than I intended it to. And I was trying to cover as much as I could. But I hope each one of you had something that came up for you. Those of you who did it sincerely and properly, you will notice certain emotions even arising within the next week or so, next few days or so. Allow those emotions to arise. Be aware of that connection within you. And if you feel that it's getting a little too much, you can always contact me and I can guide you in a way of releasing the emotions. Do a lot of pranayam, do a lot of breathing with the intention of releasing fear. Breath is a very, very powerful technique. It is the spirit that lies within us. And our intention with what we want to do with that breath will guide us and heal us. Thank you all so much. I think some of you are asking me questions. Somebody asked me about what to do about scary dreams. Dreams are giving you a sign that something in your life needs to be looked in. Maybe your conscious mind cannot accept that at that point of time, so it is coming as a form of a dream. So you can always ask your angels for guidance as to why this dream has come, what does it mean to you and what does it signify. I do know somebody who's very good at dream analysis, so if you do want to connect with her, I can share her number with you. And I can only talk about my dreams and interpreting mine. I cannot help you with yours. So that is something I won't have much knowledge on. But definitely it is trying to send you some message. Your soul is trying to send you some message which your conscious mind may not be able to receive, and that's why it's coming to you in your dream. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank Thank you.